In fighting games, some fighters don't rush in, they control the pace. These are charge characters, masters of patience, precision, and explosive punishment. From zoning specialists to unpredictable offensive beasts, these 10 fighters show that sometimes holding back is the deadliest strategy. Let's dive in. Saberwolf is the predator of the arena. His dashes, slashes, and crouching charges allow him to stalk opponents and strike with feral speed. Charge inputs give him the edge to convert patience into sudden, devastating offense. He thrives on capitalizing on mistakes, punishing overcommitment with vicious attacks. When Saberwolf is charged, he becomes a relentless hunter, turning the battlefield into a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Leo Whitefang is aristocratic power incarnate. His Holy Order attacks and command grabs are perfect examples of how charge mechanics can be used offensively, punishing hesitation and exploiting every opening. He moves with both speed and authority, making him an intimidating presence on any stage. Leo doesn't just react, he anticipates, pressures and overwhelms, leaving opponents scrambling against his relentless aggression. Parasol is the master tactician. Napalm pillars, cannon barrage, and her charge specials let her control space and punish errors with surgical precision. She mixes zoning with calculated aggression, making opponents constantly second-guess their moves. Parasol's attacks aren't just about raw damage. They're about dominance, timing, and setting up opportunities that turn the flow of the battle entirely in her favor.
Go for broke! Fight!
M. Bison exudes intimidation. Psycho Crusher, Scissor Kick, and Head Stomp allow him to punish mistakes and dominate any misstep. His charge-based tools let him plan devastating responses to aggression, controlling space with authority. Bison's presence is oppressive. Opponents feel the pressure with every approach, every jump, and every attack. He doesn't just fight, he dictates how the match unfolds, forcing mistakes into his hands. Charlotta is precision in motion. Her Lancer strikes and charge specials aren't just offensive tools, they're statements of control and timing. Every hold back or crouch is a setup for a calculated strike that can punish the slightest mistake. She forces opponents to respect her range, her timing, and her reach, blending methodical zoning with explosive attacks that keep the flow of the fight firmly in her hands. Chun-Li is lightning and elegance in motion. Her spinning bird kick and Kikoken let her control space while keeping the pressure on. Charge mechanics allow her to unleash sudden explosive attacks that can catch even the most cautious opponent off guard. She moves with speed and precision, punishing reckless approaches and turning careful timing into deadly offense. Chun-Li proves that patience, when combined with agility, can be just as dangerous as raw aggression. Batista is a storm of strategy and precision. Lightning drives, overhead blasters, and her charge-based attacks let her dictate the flow of the fight, punishing any misstep with devastating efficiency. She blends zoning with sudden offensive bursts, forcing opponents to constantly react. When charged, Batista turns patience into raw power, keeping her enemies on edge and controlling the battlefield with relentless authority. Mei is a whirlwind of cheerful chaos. Dolphin blasts, whale supers, and her charge-based specials allow her to dominate space and pressure opponents relentlessly. She can turn a single charge into a string of unpredictable high-momentum attacks that completely change the flow of the fight. Despite her playful appearance, Mei is a tactical force, blending speed, mobility, and raw offensive potential into a constantly shifting threat. Blanka thrives on unpredictability. With rolling attack, electricity, and his wild hops, he keeps opponents constantly guessing. Charge inputs allow him to store energy for sudden bursts of speed, turning what seems like a cautious moment into an electrifying offense. Every angle is a potential threat, and every mistake by the opponent becomes an opportunity for Blanka to shock, slam, and strike with devastating effectiveness. Guile is the ultimate charge specialist. His sonic boom and flash kick aren't just moves, they're tools of control. He forces opponents to think carefully about every step, every jump, and every attack. Patience is his power, and anyone who rushes in unprepared will find themselves punished immediately. Guile's ability to dominate the pace of a fight makes him both terrifying and methodical, turning defense into a weapon of pure precision. Which of these Masters of Control is your favourite, or did I miss one out? Let me know in the comments below. Love you, bye!